Hey, great day, everybody. This is Matthew Britt, and welcome to Britt's Bits. It's so awesome to be here today, and I have the great fortune to spend some time with one of my really good friends and someone who has, really latched on to the entrepreneurship world with me over the past 3 years. We happen to have met in the fitness industry, and everybody, this is my good friend and someone that I'm learning a lot from as well, Ben Johnson.
What's going on, guys?
Ben is currently a 28-year-old, got started as an entrepreneur at about 25, and it's kind of an interesting story how we came to be working together, Ben. Why don't you share everybody a little bit about your perspective on how your entrepreneurship journey kind of kicked off?
Sure. Well, I had found myself as a university dropout at around the age of 25, and I got involved as a personal trainer. And it was the first time that I really felt like I had a career where I was making a difference, where I felt like I was part of something bigger than just another cog in a wheel. And that's where we met, of course, and established a friendship. And when you brought to me some of the concepts that have been huge for both of us and the companies that we worked with, it just clicked right away for me. I knew I'd been searching for something, and when I saw what entrepreneurship offered, I knew that was kind of it for me. The opportunity to work with innovative entrepreneurs, leaders, people that wanted to make an impact on the world at large, people that wanted to put people and change before money. That really resonated with me, and at that point I kind of dove all in head first. And although the transition was a little abrasive, to say the least, there was definitely some people that told me I couldn't do it. A lot of people that told me it couldn't be done. I just had belief, and I had belief in you, and I had belief in the mission, and we had all the tools, and I was just off to the races, man. Off to the races.
So as a university dropout, I'm sure there's stigmas attached to it. I myself dropped out of college twice. And what did you realize as you were going through university? What was kind of always going through your head as you're being told or kind of being conditioned to have a 40-year career plan? What was going through your head?
I don't think I ever had a problem with the content of what I was learning. There was some classes I was really fascinated with. I didn't really struggle with grades or anything, but it was definitely the end goal that terrified me. I come from kind of an alternative family. I have wonderful parents, but I came from a very old-fashioned country upbringing. I was an only child out there, so I had a lot of time to think and imagine, and I certainly never imagined myself with a minivan living in the suburbs. I think that kind of that childhood imagination of everything's possible, I never really lost. I don't think I have still. And so I was not content to settle, and I saw all these other people, brilliant, successful, wonderful people with post-grad degrees, working at bakeries and doing these menial tasks. And I just kind of declared war on that. I wouldn't be part of what I felt was mediocrity. I think one of my biggest fears is not living up to my potential. And I think my potential and the people that I meet on a daily basis, as human beings, our potential is vast. And I think we don't give ourselves enough credit. So entrepreneurship has been, for me, a vehicle where I can express some of my potential to a higher level and kind of break out of that mold and break away from the crowd.
Yeah, you say some very important things there, and I'm 100% in alignment with you as far as people not living up to or reaching their potential. I almost believe that, unfortunately, part of our education system is designed to kind of reduce some of that potential. And the corporate America situation of, fall in line, get that good job, do that one task over and over and over, and hopefully someone else who's above you quits, and you can have their job, and be able to go and do that for a 40-year plan. I think that really, it's a sad state of affairs that it crushes a lot of people's spirit as far as their potential goes. And as people are looking at maybe making a transition out of that world and into the world of entrepreneurship, what would be one thing that you think a person who's just looking at entrepreneurship for the first time, what do they need to keep in order to really discover if it's something for them or not?
What do they need to keep? I'd say, for me, I just really had to give myself permission I really had to give myself permission to think alternatively and to consider alternative opportunities. The great news is people in my demographic, older, younger, whatever, we're coming into a time where there really genuinely are more opportunities like the ones that Matt has introduced me to and that I've been able to harness. There really is a proliferation of that, and we're moving away from that mass industry, mass education, mass media, and you're getting into a place where we can really express ourselves. So you've got to give yourself permission, despite what other people may say, because it's confusing sometimes. You get people that really love you and they've been there for you, and they're telling you what you can't do because maybe they're a little bit afraid. Okay, I was lucky enough to be surrounded with people like yourself, Matt, that reminded me what I could do. And I think the one thing that I really kept, to answer your question, was just that permission that, hey, you know what, you can take a swing at this thing. You can go out there and go all in. And even if it doesn't go perfectly, you're allowed. You are allowed to express yourself, to fail, to learn new things, to make mistakes. But the cool thing is when you're willing to go out there and take some of those chances and maybe, take a different path, at the same time there might be a chance to fail. There's also a tremendous opportunity to grow and, more importantly, impact the people around you. When you give yourself permission to live your life and to follow your passions, you unconsciously give the people around you permission to do the same. And some people are afraid of that, but once you've done it, it's very powerful. Yeah, absolutely. And what I always have been admired about you, Ben, is the fact to keep an open mind to things. You're very much a curious person. You are extremely smart and one of the most well-spoken people that I've really ever met, especially for your age, when it comes to talking about things you really know. Especially when it comes to things like philosophy. And it's amazing how the times you'll read a book about the brain and come back and be able to relay all this incredible information to you. But you always keep an open mind no matter what it is that you're hearing. And that is definitely very important for all of you who are maybe looking for a change in your life. Don't assume you know everything. We have a curiosity as kids. Then as we get older, we lose it. That curiosity, that dreaming potential, the open mind is extremely important to keep, and it's something that I know you'll never lose, and is something that I'll never lose. And what would you tell everybody as far as keeping that open mind? What does it really mean to have an open mind, and what can it mean for them if they'll do that?